Father, Kulutamam, and if you rip radio and
in the world when the METASCIENCE stop, left side east, stop, that's a force, trying to get out, but can't stop, like a force, yeah, the world up to rise, time high and really just because us watch TV, to keep our minds locked, keep our minds lost, smooth on the road, hanging out on the blocks, and just really getting searched by the cops, stereotypes as gang members, now their names in the system, but it's hard to get jobs, and I only want to make money, this work, I use my psychology, to take what we got, with the leeches, I know because the organized make many things have got. Because the only way of winning in the superficial world is sin. I fed up with living, because the only way of winning in the superficial world is sin.
Yeah. Listen, you was fortunate with your lies, you with my soul. Decorated the dreams you sold with hearts and balls. Innocence with no protection, now I protected it. Innocence because it's weak, so I got the message. No issues within my speech, may have you threatened. But my lingo for the streets, I'm really well spoken. Vigilant, visualizing, that's my focus. What is birth be singing for some further bread? Immortalize my name till the seasons left. I've been trying to have a lot of games till the lost is left. I'm inclined with the mic, so me it please the rest. But until then, all I can say the rest. I'm labeled rude, that's right. I'm that chick rolling around with the spoon, yeah. That's Scooby-Doo, yeah. Sing up a whale lullaby while he shed his last cry. Cause he saw it goes before he drove. My thought process different, yeah. Even humanize all the bones in your core. Know if you're missing, know that I'm coming for your neck and deflating that ball. Notice was a warning, yeah. I'm in my own name when these chicks always trying to swerve in. Caution for the fake girl with the rough edges, but still trying to claim that she's next. Lies you would tell, Miss, yeah. Lies you would tell, Miss, yeah. See them root like stick, permy top out of way, get locked up. Yeah.
I'm fed up with living, because the only way of winning in the superficial world is sin.
Being a woman, a black woman at that, this white man's world. Sometimes we overlook the fact that we ride hard in our 6 rooms, knowing the pain we cause. This white man's world, this white man's world. I ain't saying I'm innocent at all.
it's a serious radio thing. The man that don't understand it. It's them man there, boy.
Because the only way of winning
The superficial world is sin. METASCIENCE. High priest. Let's go.
come on, freedom, METASCIENCE, freedom, like a runaway slave, freedom, like I just got paid, freedom, 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 come on, freedom, 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 METASCIENCE, freedom, 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 come on, freedom, 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 I can't hear freedom, freedom, stay with just freedom, freedom, all my queens let me hear you say freedom, all my kings let me hear you say freedom, all my gentlemen let me hear you say freedom, all my brothers let me hear you say freedom, all my sisters let me hear you say freedom. Pump your fists in the air, too short, let me play the high breeze and the freedom fighters on the Brooklyn's worst nightmare. Let us prepare to damage and tear. This new world order that is treated us unfair. First solution is a Russian. This is a freedom song, so sing along. We're a million men strong, the war is on because Babylon did us wrong. The time is now to be away, let them broadcast the news that is fake. I'm the high priest, when I get high, let's take. When the war is over, heaven on earth is what we're going to create. A high priest and his METASCIENCE soldiers and his freedom fighters. It's time to concentrate. Elohim, forgive us for our sins. No hells, no wins. Destroy the evil side of it. Freedom, 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 freedom. Come on, freedom, freedom. Come on, freedom, freedom. Like a runaway slave, freedom. Like I just got paid, freedom. While I'm smoking the J, freedom. Every single day, let me hear you say freedom, freedom. All my queens, let me hear you say freedom. All my kings, let me hear you say freedom. All my children, let me hear you say freedom. All my brothers, let me hear you say freedom. All my sisters, let me hear you say freedom. Freedom. freedom, let us have freedom, come on, freedom. Pump your fist in the air, too true, when you get the high breeze and the freedom fires on the ocean. Words like wind, let us prepare to damage and tip. This new world order that is treating us unfair. First solution is original. This is a freedom song, so sing along. We're a million man strong, but we're only cause Babylon did us wrong. Freedom, 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 come on, freedom, 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 I can't hear you, freedom. Say it with your chest, freedom, freedom. All my queens, let me hear you say freedom. All my kings, let me hear you say freedom. All my children, let me hear you say freedom. All my brothers, let me hear you say freedom. All my sisters, let me hear you say freedom. Like a freedom, like a runaway slave, freedom. Like I just booked you, paid freedom. While I'm smoking the J, like a freedom. Every single day. My kings and queens, are you ready for the revolution? If you are, let me hear you say, hell yeah! High priest, are you ready? Hell yeah, I'm ready. Let's go. METASCIENCE. Let's go. Marching in the streets because we're tired of the lead. The revolution's not complete. I put on office in the defeat. The government is the oppressor that's giving us high blood pressure. The revolution's now or never. So let's destroy Babylon together. Marching in the streets cause it's revolution. Do or die right now cause it's revolution.
Why you want to see my socks?
Are you ready for this revolution? Are you ready for this revolution? Revolution, come on. Revolution, 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 revolution. Get ready for the battle, get ready for the fight. After the war, everything's gonna be alright. Enough is enough. They took off my rights. Are you ready for the revolution? Cause we're turning up tonight. Let's get outside. Let's do or die. I'm a revolutionary guy, ready to ride. The enemies of government, they're on the opposite side. Marching in the streets cause it's revolution. Do or die right now cause it's revolution. Time's up now cause it's revolution. And the peace is here cause it's revolution. Cause it's revolution. Are you ready for this revolution? Are you ready for this revolution? Let me hear you say revolution. Come on. Revolution. Revolution. The revolution is won. No talk, it's action time. If you are not ready for the revolution, step to the side and go home before we beat your ass. You're done now. METASCIENCE. Home. We won't be silent until we stop the violence. Put the gun down, put the knife down. We don't want to lose another life. Squash the beat. It's time to unite. Mama, don't cry. Everything's gonna be alright. Let me know that I be someone else superhero. In these streets, the different street press for the children found overseas. For living real life, 6 feet deep. Idolizing drill rappers, then becoming brainwashed like sheep. Post-colonial mindset, forced into young souls carry a tech. What's happening, bro? Where did the love go? Things ain't what they used to be. Children, stop the violence and listen to me. Black men, dying species, blood stains on the pavement. Why do we need to make a statement? Why do we need to make a statement? We won't be silent until we stop the violence. Put the gun down, put the knife down.
We don't want to lose another life. Squash the beat. It's time to unite. Mama, don't cry. Everything's gonna be alright.
Someone else feels your pain. Your man keeps hurting you cause he's insane. Pack your bags and leave him to catch the next train. Or if it is an emergency, the high priest someone won't pay for your pain. As long as you're in my arms, he will never hurt you again. As for your man, listen to me, boy, you can't correct. How dare you disrespect your queen? It's time for your punishment from the
Where you from? The high priest someone else on the mission to protect and collect the queens that are in neglect. Yeah, I'm talking to queens that are in neglect. We won't be silent until you stop the violence. Put the gun down, put the knife down. We don't want to lose another life. Squash the beef, it's time to unite. Mama, don't cry, everything's gonna be alright. METASCIENCE. Let's go. We won't be silent until you stop the violence. Put the gun down, put the knife down. We don't want to lose another life. Squash the beef, it's time to unite. Mama, don't cry, everything's gonna be alright.
Let's go. Disco lights reveal what I like. Me and you are gonna have fun tonight. And when we get to the crib, I'm gonna love you right. Touch my body, it feels so nice. Popping bottles, dancing with bottles. Taking trees, get high to this beat. Girl, give it to me on the dance floor. Players at the bar, keep spending some more. Everybody got their cards. Cause this party's about to get fun. Everybody in the club, let me see you dance. Everybody in the house, let me see you dance. Everybody in heaven, let me see you dance. Everybody in the grave, let me see you dance. Turn up, 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 turn up. Like that, yes, 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 you. Call me tonight, I'm behind you. I'm in the building tonight, just so you know. Y'all feel me, hype boy, look, let's have my vibe, what I'm for the building tonight. Yeah, yo, DJ, it's a modern time. Yes, 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 you. Call me tonight. Needs to take a break real quick and take a sip of the Holy Spirit. Let's go again, METASCIENCE. Let's get this party started. I heal your soul, I'm more than an artist. Feeling the METASCIENce. Now it's time for you to join the alliance. Girl, shake your body and make it bounce. The brother in the club, make sure that you dance. The hype moves up to the club with his G. He skips the queue cause he's VIP. He enters the club and the DJ speaks to the hype. He says, hold the mic, give them the METASCIENce that they like. The hype priest lights up the club like it's dynamite. Everybody in the club, let me see you dance. Everybody in the house, let me see you dance. Everybody in heaven, let me see you dance. Everybody in the grave, let me see you dance. Turn up, 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 turn up. Hype man, Harry, give it to him. Turn it up some more, wait. Turn it up some more, wait. Turn it up, hype it up, turn it up, hype it up, turn it up, turn it up, hype it up. We vibe it up, say. We vibe it up, turn it up, wait. We vibe it up, turn it up, vibe it up, turn it up, say. All the boys in the club, let me see you spin. All the girls in the club, let me see you dance. All the boys in the club, let me see you spin. All the girls in the club, let me see you dance. Let me see you dance to the beat. Let me see you spin, yeah, spin to the beat. Turn up, rap up, shake up, boy, yeah, lick up. Turn up, shake up, boy, yeah, lick up. Turn it on some more, wait. Turn it on, vibe it up some more, wait. Turn it on, vibe it up, vibe it up, boy, you know. We vibe it up, wait. We turn it up, yeah. We vibe it up, turn it up, vibe it up, turn it up, yeah.
All right. Now, before we start, we first must give thanks and praises to Atunre, Amunre, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Al-Kadir, Usa, Uset, Heru, Anu, Enki Ma'at, Pita, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, Meta Science, to mommy, to daddy, to granny, to granddad, to the ancestors, and to the most high. Bismillahi ar-Rahmani ar-Rahim, La ilaha illallah. Greetings, my spiritual warriors and my mental science soldiers. My name is the High Priest of Mortal. And welcome to the Mental Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via OmegaFMRadio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM, and also on YouTube and Instagram Live. If you want to see the High Priest of Mortal live and direct in OmegaFMRadio.co.uk's headquarters, all you have to do is go onto YouTube, type in on YouTube search engine Amun L, which is spelled Amun as in A for Africa, M for magnificent, U for upliftment, N for Nubian, space L, which is spelled E for El Elyon, and L for love. As you click search, you will see the High Priest someone else YouTube channel. Smash that red button that says subscribe and click the bell icon to be notified when the High Priest someone else is going live or dropping new content. You don't know meta science. And also, if you have Instagram and you want to see the High Priest someone else live and direct in OmegaFMRadio.co.uk's headquarters, all you have to do is go onto Instagram, typing in the Instagram search engine high_priest_720, which is spelled high as in H for hero, I for intuition, G for God, H for hero, _priest, which is spelled P for perfect, R for respect, I for intuition, E for Elyon, S for success, T for terrific, _720. And as you click search, you will see the High Priest someone else Instagram page. Follow the High Priest someone else, and the High Priest someone else will follow you back. You don't know meta science. Now, the High Priest someone else wants to give a shout out to Lady M, Empress Iclair, JQ, Creeper, Uncle OG, Empress Khalia, DJ Blake, Brother Man, Swagger Joe, Rash Chelsea, the Omega family, the ancestors, and to all the positive people that are still surviving in this modern day slavery. Because it's taking a toll on one's well-being. Because it's like we're living to die and dying to live at the same time. And this is just an introduction. We're not even got into the main event. We're just going from the top of the dome, what we've experienced today. You follow that. It's been an interesting day. You can imagine. High Priest Amun L. He went to the plantation. And, High Priest Amun L. He's like a avatar. He has his body. Like you have a body, but you have a spirit. And the spirit is witnessing the body do certain actions and certain work, etc., etc. But the spirit is in sync with all, with source, with the Ruach. And those actions that we are doing in every moment that we live, in every breath that we take, is meant to be, it's been calculated, it's been commissioned. METASCIENCE. What do you mean by commission, High Priest? We mean that it's been signed off. So if you were supposed to have that spliff, you were supposed to have that spliff. If you're supposed to have that cigarette, you're supposed to have that cigarette. If you're supposed to have that near miss, you were supposed to have that near miss. It wasn't by accident. It wasn't coincidence. When you did the action, you uncovered the METASCIENCE. And why we say that is because High Priest Amun L. today, as we went work, like what we said, we're witnessing everything. We're blessed. Alhamdulillah. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Yahshua Yamashiach. That when our situation is not as bad as other people's situation. Alhamdulillah. Thank you, Yahshua Yamashiach. Thank you, Jah. However, we always want to improve our situation or improve our life. And what's going on now is that some already know what time it is. That time's up for Babylon. It's over. It's finished. It's done. It's over. But some people in Babylon are clinging to their life for it not to self-destruct. And if it's self-destruct in Babylon, they want to take as many people as with them to hell. And you can imagine the cabal, the people that run things, have conditioned us to be in a mindset that makes us not in sync with mind, body, and soul. You follow that? It has distorted our harmony with our mind, body, and soul. The life that we are living right now. We're in the matrix, and it's like we have to now maintain our spirit and our vehicle, which is our body. And it's strange that as we're living every moment, the more we think, the more it becomes reality. And if we start using our brain to its full capacity, we're able to transform or transcend into a higher dimension. And you will be aware of it. You will. With every interaction you have with people, you will see that you will attract the people that are necessary in your life, that is going to help you, or that you have done a spiritual contract in heaven, and when you came down below, you forgot, but you remember as time passes why you had that spiritual contract in heaven. Okay. Now, so we were in Babylon today, and then we went to the park on our break, doing whatever we're doing. Then some Jewish man comes, and he's like, "Oh, do you mind if I sit next to you? But I shouldn't really be talking to you because you're a Spurs fan and I'm Arsenal." I'm like, he's just being funny. He's a bit quirky and that. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, go and sit. Go ahead, sit. And he was talking about, because he was feeding the pigeons and the birds, and he was telling me certain things about the birds, like the pigeons. That the pigeons' eyes are on the side of their heads, and they move their head to see because they cannot see straight. They have to move their head to be able to see straight. And when I saw what he was talking about and I see what the pigeons is doing, I knew that he's got knowledge. Then he was saying that he was an investment banker for like 30 years, and then he changed his job to become an IT business consultant or something like that. And I'm like, oh, so you know about the money? You know about where things is going? And then he said, his life changed when we were in lockdown, and that it's over. He was saying it's over. And High Priest Amun we've known this for a long time. It's over. Like the illusion has fallen. Even High Priest Amun asked a question to Auntie J earlier on Lady M's show, if the game is played out and the illusion is finished. It's like we've got to understand that what we're doing on planet Earth is not what we're supposed to be. Well, we're doing what we're supposed to be doing for now, in the moment, but the real objective is not being fulfilled. You see what we're saying? But we're going to get into that. We'll get into that after the news and views in the main event. Because, like what we said, we've got a serious reasoning tonight. And we've got to figure it out, what's going on. Because some people are lost. Some people don't have a clue what is going on. Some people accept the system for what it is. This Jewish man was saying that he doesn't believe in the system anymore. That he fully doesn't. Like all of them, every single person in the system is corrupt. And it's just selfish. Even when I finished work, High Priest Amun finished work, and he needed to get a lighter and that. And he saw some geezer, and he had a crate of beer. And he was like, "Oh, come, mate, come. Mike, come here, Mike." Obviously, High Priest Amun came, and then he showed me to his friends. And then there was some Eritrean brother. And he was like, "Oh, that I'm tired of being selfless. It's time for me to be selfish. That's how you win in the system." And I'm like, no comment. Because this is what we're trying to say. The system corrupts our soul. It corrupts our mind. But again, we're going to get into that in the main event because it's almost time for prayer time. Because we have to give thanks and praises to the Most High. Because we're able to complete this day and do what we're supposed to be doing. And nothing bad has happened to us. We're still living. We still got an opportunity to correct the wrong and make a difference on the planet, in the galaxy, in the universe, in the cosmos, for ourselves. Shout out to the man in jail. Listen to I Pre someone else. You're done now, METASCIENCE. Because right now, on the outside, the man them ain't really missing much. If you ain't got a family, wife and kids, partner, kids, all of that, you ain't missing much. If you're single, you ain't missing much. You get me? You'll just be slaving away, making money, and you don't know, you're just paying it on bills. You get me? You're better off in jail, where the system is taking care of you. But then you become a zombie, because then they institutionalize you because of the systematic and institutionalized racism. Again, we're going to get into that after the news and views in the main event, because we did a lot of stuff as well last week. We were campaigning for Sudan, and it's like the man them, they're scared, they're shook of Babylon. All black people are, to be honest. The radical ones, you know what happened to them, but that's what made us silent. But we're all, like what Uncle OG will say, armchair revolutionaries. We just talk it. We just like to talk about it, but there's no action. And then when there is action, house Negroes are a distraction towards us, diverting us to the problem, or diverting us to solve the problem. But yeah, so enough of the introduction. We're going to get into the prayer now, because that's the most important part of the show. Now, so yeah, we're going to get into the prayer. And the first prayer that we're going to do is, if we can get the laptop to work, because all of a sudden it's just frozen. But yeah, we want to do Psalms 91, 10 a.m. 91. So we'll do it a different way. But if you can please grab your Bible or your Tanakh and turn to Psalms 91, 10 a.m. 91. You're done now. METASCIENCE. Let's go. Okay. He that dwelleth in the secret place of El Elyon, i.e. the Most High, shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of Amun, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim. He is my refuge and my fortress. My Amun, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim. In him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fleeth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in the darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come near thee. Only with thine eyes shall thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made Amun El Elyon El Shaddai Yahweh Adonai Elohim, which is my refuge, even El Elyon, i.e. the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come near thy dwelling, for he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and adder, the young lion and the dragon shall thou trample under feet. Because he hath set his love upon me, therefore I will deliver him. I will set him on high, because he hath known my name. He shall call upon me, and I will answer him. I will be with him in trouble. I will deliver him and honor him. With long life will I satisfy him and show him my salvation. At all silence. Now, I pray someone, I hope you felt that prayer in your bones, in your heart, in your spirit, in your soul, coming from your radio speakers. That was the first prayer that we're reading or reciting from the Bible on the Tanakh. Now, the next prayer that we're going to do is Psalm 71, Tehillim 71. So can we please turn the page to Psalm 71, Tehillim 71, so we can do the prayer? You're done, no METASCIENCE. Let's go. So I please someone, I will give you a couple of moments to do that, and then we'll read the prayer together. You're done, no METASCIENCE. In thee, O Amun El Elyon El Shaddai Yahweh Adonai Elohim, do I put my trust. Let me never be put to confusion. Deliver me in thy righteousness, and cause me to escape. Incline thine ear unto me, and save me. Be thou my strong habitation, whereunto I may continually resort. Thou hast given a commandment to save me, for thou art my rock and my fortress. Deliver me, O my Amun El Elyon El Shaddai Yahweh Adonai Elohim, out of the hand of the wicked, out of the hand of the unrighteous and cruel man. For thou art my hope, O Amun El Elyon El Shaddai Yahweh Adonai Elohim. Thou art my trust from my youth. By thee have I been holden up from the womb. Thou art he that took me out of my mother's bowels. My praise shall be continually of thee. I am as a wonder unto many, but thou art my strong refuge. Let my mouth be filled with thy praise and with thy honor all the day. Cast me not off in time of old age, forsake me not when my strength faileth. For my enemies speak against me, and they that lay wait for my soul take counsel together, saying, Amun El Elyon El Shaddai Yahweh Adonai Elohim have forsaken him, persecute and take him, for there is none to deliver him. O Amun El Elyon El Shaddai Yahweh Adonai Elohim, be not far from me, O my Amun El Elyon El Shaddai Yahweh Adonai Elohim. Make haste for my help. Let them be confounded and consumed for our adversaries to my soul. Let them be covered with reproach and dishonor that seek my hurt. But I will hope continually and will yet praise thee more and more. My mouth shall show forth thy righteousness and thy salvation all the day, for I know not the numbers thereof. I will go in the strength of Amun El Elyon El Shaddai Yahweh Adonai Elohim. I will make mention of thy righteousness, even of thine only. Oh, Atunre, Amunre, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim. Thou hast taught me from my youth, and hitherto have I declared thy wondrous works. Now also when I'm old and grey-headed, oh, Atunre, Amunre, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, forsake me not until I have showed thy strength unto this generation, and thy power to everyone that is to come, thy righteousness also. O Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim is very high, who has done great things. O Amun-Re, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, who is like unto thee, thou which hast shown me great and sore trouble shalt quicken me again, and shalt bring me up again from the depths of the earth. Thou shalt increase my greatness and comfort me on every side. I will also praise thee with the psaltery, even thy truth. O my Atunre, Amunre, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim. Unto thee will I sing with the harp, O thou Holy One of Israel, METASCIENCE. My lips shall greatly rejoice when I sing unto thee, and my soul which thou hast redeemed. My tongue also shall talk of thy righteousness all the day long, for they are confounded, for they are brought unto shame that seek my hurt. METASCIENCE. Now that I pray someone else, hopes you felt that prayer in your bones, in your heart, in your soul, in your spirit, coming from your radio speakers. Shout out to Amun Free for tuning in on Instagram live. He told me some stuff that we're going to talk about after the prayer. The next prayer that we're going to do is Psalms 23, Tehillim 23, and that will be the last prayer from the Old Testament or from the Tanakh. And then we'll move on to prayers from the Gospel or the New Testament. So Psalms 23. Atunre, Amunre, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Atunre, Amunre, El Elyon, El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Elohim, forever and ever and ever. Amen. Amun Asheo, METASCIENCE. And I pray someone else hopes you felt that prayer in your bones, in your heart, in your soul, in your spirit, coming from your radio speakers. That's our Old Testament prayer done. And now we're moving to the gospel. And the first and last prayer in the gospel is the Lord's Prayer. And we're going to listen to it in the Greek first and translate it into the English in Matthew 6, verse 31. So that was the Lord's Prayer in Greek. Now we're going to translate it into the English in Matthew Matthew 6, verse 9 to 13, and it goes like this. After this manner, therefore, pray ye, Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not in temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever and ever and ever. Amen. Amun or METASCIENCE. Now I pray someone else you felt that prayer in your bones, in your heart, in your spirit, in your soul, coming from your radio speakers. We are finished with our gospel prayers from the New Testament. Now we're moving on to our Muslim prayers for our Muslim brothers and sisters. The first prayer that we're going to do for our Muslim brothers and sisters is Surah Al-Fatiha, the opener. We're going to start off with the Surah in the Arabic and then translate into the English. Let's go, METASCIENCE. Bismillahi ar-Rahmani ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladhina an'amta alayhim. Ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Amin. Okay. So that was Surah Al-Fatiha, opener in the Arabic. Now we're going to translate into the English. Let's go, METASCIENCE. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful. All praises for Allah, Lord of all worlds, most compassionate, most merciful, Master of the Day of Judgment. You alone we worship, and you alone we ask for help. Guide us along the straight path, the path of those you are blessed, not those you are displeased with, or those who are astray. METASCIENCE. Now that I pray someone else hopes you felt that prayer in your bones, in your heart, in your soul, in your spirit, coming from your radio speakers. Now we're going to move on to the next prayer, which is Al-Ikhlas, the sincerity. This is the final Muslim prayer for Muslim brothers and sisters. In the same fashion, we're going to start off in the Arabic and then translate into the English. Let's go, METASCIENCE. Bismillahi ar-Rahmani ar-Rahim. Qul huwa Allahu ahad. Allah as-Samad. Lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakun kufuwan ahad. Okay, so that was Al-Ikhlas, the sincerity, in the Arabic. Now we're going to translate into the English. Let's go, METASCIENCE. In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, most merciful. Say, O Prophet, He is Allah, one and indivisible. Allah, the sustainer needed by all. He has never had no offspring, nor he was born, and there's none comparable to him. METASCIENCE. And I pray someone else hopes you felt that prayer in your bones, in your heart, in your spirit, coming from your radio speakers. That's our Muslim prayers finished for tonight for our Muslim brothers and sisters. Now, before we get into the final prayer, which is the most important prayer, which is the METASCIENCE prayer, Granny said that we need to remember what Yeshua Yamashiach said in Matthew 5, verse 3 to 10. And Yeshua Yamashiach said, Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are the merciful, Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they shall obtain mercy. Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for there is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are ye when men shall revile you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Very powerful. and very relevant to back then and now. So, are you ready for the meta-science prayer? If you are, let me hear you say, meta-science. Let's go. We give thanks and praises to Amun Ray, oh, Savannah to honor, El Elyon El Shaddai, Yahweh, Adonai, Marduk, Melchizedek, Al Kadir, Usa, Uset, Eru, Anu, Enki, Ma'at, Pita, Rastafari, Haile Selassie, Meta Science, to mommy, to daddy, to granny, to granddad, to the ancestors, and to the most high. Bismillahi ar-Rahmani ar-Rahim. La ilaha illallah. We give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting us and guiding us away from the evil and wickedness that exists in the planet and in the cosmos. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for the forgiveness for our sins. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for the mercy upon our souls. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting our loved ones that are on planet Earth and also in heaven. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for every breath that we take and every moment that we live. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for giving us the capacity to complete our mission for today. We also give thanks and praises to the Most High for the blessings that we receive and give to others. And lastly, we give thanks and praises to the Most High for protecting us and guiding us and being our shield as we walk the path of righteousness so we can enter the kingdom of heaven, which is Zion. Amen.
News and views around your community.
This is the amigoradio.co.uk news at 9.
Ministers want to make banks give 3 months' notice if they're to close a customer account and explain why they're doing so. Nigel Farage claims Coutts shut down his because of his political views on Brexit. He says if it can happen to him, it can happen to anyone.
Definitive have said they are now working with British banks to monitor social media posts of bank customers. It starts with me. Goodness knows where this ends, so we do need change.
The firm insists a number of issues are taken into account. The Prime Minister claims the slowdown in price rises in the shops is proof his economic plan is working. Inflation was 7.9% in June, down from 8.7% a month earlier. Asda insists it hasn't changed its profit goals when it comes to fuel in years. Its co-owners have been talking to a group of MPs after research from a watchdog blamed weakening competition on a move by the supermarket and other retailers not to compete as hard. The CMA also accused Asda of not passing on quickly enough reductions in petrol costs in areas where there aren't many competitors. Co-owner Moshin Issa insisted margin targets haven't changed, but Labour MP Ian Lavery didn't sound happy with the answers given.
You've asked some fairly simple questions, but unfortunately, Mr. Issa says he's not in a position to answer.
The Defence Secretary has apologised on behalf of the country to LGBT plus people in the military. A review has been looking into their historical mistreatment in the armed forces. The head of the Wagner mercenary group, Yevgeny Prigozhin, has been seen for the first time since his forces rebelled against Vladimir Putin. In a video, he could be seen telling his fighters in Belarus that they would take no further action in Ukraine for now. England bowler Chris Woakes took 4 wickets on the opening day of the 4th Ashes Test. Australia will resume tomorrow on 299 for 8. That's the latest. I'm Faye Rowland.
Amiga, you're the Thinking People station.
Omega does not support or condone any conspiracy theories regarding any aspect of COVID. Omega management team discourages all such views on the station. Any comments made by the presenters, DJs, guests, audio presentations, or callers represents the personal views of the speakers and in no way mirror or reflect or are endorsed by the Omega management team.
Greetings and great uprising. African drumming therapy sessions every Saturday, hosted by Empress Khalil, of course, starting on the 3rd of June 2023. Time 10:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. Where? Theorem Music Studios.
METASCIENCE. Let's go. Come. Disco lights reveal what I like. Me and you are gonna have fun tonight. And when we get to the crib, I'm gonna love you right. Touch my body, it feels so nice. Popping bottles, dancing with supermodels. Taking trees, getting high to this beat. Girl, give it to me on the dance floor. Players at the bar keep spending some more. Everybody got their cups. Cause this party's about to get hung up. Everybody in the club, let me see you dance. Everybody in the house, let me see you dance. Everybody in heaven, let me see you dance. Everybody in the grave, let me see you dance. Turn up. Hype man, Harry, give it to him.
Yes, you. They call me tonight, but I up to the building tonight, just so you know. Your favorite high boy, just what plays that boy, I'm on the building tonight. Yeah, yo, DJ, it's about that time. It's about that we turn this party to another level. Are you ready? Come on. Say, turning on some more. Turning on some more. Yeah, turning on.
Is everybody feeling lit? Cause the high priest needs to take a break real quick and take a sip of the Holy Spirit. Let's go again, METASCIENCE. Let's get this party started. I heal your soul, I'm more than an artist. You feeling the METASCIENCE? Now it's time for you to join the alliance. Girl, shake your body and make it bounce. The brother in the club, make sure that you dance. The high priest pulls up to the club with his G. He skips the queue cause he's VIP. He enters the club and the DJ speaks to the high priest, says hold the mic. Give them the METASCIENCE that they like. The high priest lights up the club like it's dynamite. Everybody in the club, let me see you dance. Everybody in the house, let me see you dance. Everybody in heaven, let me see you dance. Everybody in the grave, let me see you dance. Turn up. Hey man, Harry, give it to him.
Turn it up some more. Wait, turn it up some more. Wait, turn it up, vibe it up, turn it up, vibe it up, turn it up. We vibe it up, say, we vibe it up, turn it up. Wait, we vibe it up, turn it up, vibe it up, turn it up, say. All the brothers in the club, let me see you spin. All the girls in the club, let me see you dance. All the brothers in the club, let me see you spin. All the girls in the club, let me see you dance. Let me see you dance to the beat. Let me see you spin, dance to the beat. Turn up.
Versus course of violence, but we must do work. We must get out there and we must forge peace. We must stop exterminating one another. We must stop all of this madness because at the end of the day, we have only ourselves to blame. We must have a do or die attitude as we were as street warriors to rebuild our culture and to create a new lasting legacy of peace.
Alright, you don't know it's I'm on the track. Although my energy serious. Yeah, about to drop some conscious on this track. Alright, let's go it. 1, 2, 3, let's go. Live your life. More. Temptation is inevitable to miss. Whether it's the money or the kids, they can't or exist. Disagree with thoughts, destroy myself from being bliss. I'm living absolute true story conceived out of this world. I'll be recorded in this vocal booth. Police seeing now and they're ready to shoot. But my soul is forever bulletproof. Planes break into my car while they handcuff me, search for the loot. My spirit is diverting off God's route. I'm a free man, I obey God's law. I don't follow any statute. Eternal being who's been conditioned to release the peace. I told you I was a high priest, but lately the demons are looking at me like my kosher face. Or is it I'm a troubled soul who checks peace? Simultaneously causing chaos in the streets. Are you human or God? Ask yourself that question. John 10:34, here is a gesture. Are you human or you God?
no longer negligent of the course, and due to the course, I am reverence to self-hype residents. Plus on the seat of serious seat, I hold the seat of perception. So I'm presidentially free, it's the most high and lead. When life is so sweet, so I'm constantly blinking to the eye, it's the illumined eye, illusion and died artistry. Say I'm still at peace, uphold one, illuminated crystalline, so sharp and clean as Morris Assassin's Creed. Got me moving through the shadows and shades of triple darkness, leaving masterpieces for many adepts to practice. Writing and speaking spells out across four corners, causing an effect on elements. Pursue the language of suggestion. I'm becoming arm, leg, arm, head, leave the weapon. Arm, leg, arm, head, leave the weapon. Generator, operator, destroyer of dimensions. Generator, operator, destroyer of dimensions. It's serious.
Are you human or you God? Ask yourself that question. John 10:34. Here is a suggestion. Are you human or you God? Ask yourself that question. John 10:34. Here is a suggestion. Calculating my frequency won't be an infinite process. God, this is what I express. Way more, there can be less. Cold knowledge is I express the depth. I'm nothing from a work in progress. She absorbed with every single breath. Because I don't know how much time I have left. My spirit is constantly not at rest. Serving the food like I'm a dope chef. Smoking so much out, I feel death. I think it go. That's what my mind look at. She tells me she feels God when I bust. True story, I tell her there's no need to fuss. We can go forever. We're not in a rush. On the serious, if you let control, that means you have a weak mind. Not a weak soul. Faith taught me I can achieve my goals. Elevated energy is more powerful than the fossil fuel coal. Rhymes are more mystical and complex than the SCNs. Beloved Dead Sea Scrolls. Amun. Are you human or you God? Ask yourself the question. John 10:34. Here is a suggestion. Are you human or you God? Ask yourself the question. John 10:34. Here is a suggestion. METASCIENCE. Let's go. Come. Disco lights reveal what I like. Me and you are gonna have fun tonight. And when we get to the crib, I wanna love you right. Touch my body, it feels so nice. Popping bottles, dancing with supermodels. Taking trees, getting high to this beat. Girl, give it to me on the dance floor. Players at the bar keep spending some more. Everybody got their cups. Cause this party's about to get hung up. Everybody in the club, let me see you dance. Everybody in the house, let me see you dance. Everybody in heaven, let me see you dance. Everybody in the grave, let me see you dance. Turn up. Pipeline, Harry, give it to him.
Yes, you. They call me tonight, nobody up in the building tonight, just so you know. Your favorite high boy, don't watch the boy up in the building tonight. Hey, yo, DJ, it's about that time. It's about that time we turn this party to another level. Are you ready? Come on. Say, turn it on some more. Wait, turn it on some more. Yeah, turn it on.
Is everybody feeling lit? Cause the high priest needs to take a break real quick and take a sip of the Holy Spirit. Let's go again, METASCIENCE. Let's get this party started. I heal your soul, I'm more than an artist. You're feeling the METASCIENce. Now it's time for you to join the alliance. Girl, shake your body and make it bounce. The brother in the club, make sure that you dance. The high priest that pulls up to the club with his street. He skips the queue cause he's VIP. He enters the club and the DJ speaks to the high priest. Says, hold the mic, give him the METASCIENce that daylight. The high priest lights up the club like it's dynamite. Everybody in the club, let me see you dance. Everybody in the house, let me see you dance. Everybody in heaven, let me see you dance. Everybody in the grave, let me see you dance. Turn up. Hype man, Harry, give it to him.
Turn it up some more. Wait, turn it up some more. Wait, turn it up, hype it up, turn it up, hype it up, turn it up, hype
vibe it up, we vibe it up, say, we vibe it up, turn it up, we vibe it up, turn it up, vibe it up, turn it up, say. Money ballers in the club, let me see you spend. Money girls in the club, let me see you dance. Money ballers in the club, let me see you spend. Money girls in the club, let me see you dance. Let me see you dance to the beat. Let me see you spend on your spend to the beat. Turn up, vibe up, shake up, oh yeah, link up, turn up, vibe up, shake up, oh yeah, link up. Turn it on some more way. Turn it on, vibe it on some more way. Turn it on, vibe it up, turn it on, vibe it up, oh yeah, now we vibe it up, way. We turn it up, get it. We vibe it up, turn it on, vibe it up, turn it up, yeah.
All right. Now, welcome back to the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM, and also on YouTube and Instagram Live. If you want to see the High Priest Amun out live and direct in Omega FM Radio.co.uk's headquarters, all you have to do is go onto YouTube, type in the YouTube search engine Amun L, and you'll see the High Priest Amun L's YouTube channel. Smash that red button that says subscribe. Click the bell icon so you can be notified when High Priest Amun L's going live or dropping new content. You're done, no METASCIENCE. And also, if you want to see High Priest Amun L live and direct on Omega FM Radio.co.uk, you can go onto Instagram, type in an Instagram high_priest_720, and you'll find High Priest Amun L on Instagram. Follow the High Priest Amun L, the High Priest Amun L will follow you back. You're done, no METASCIENCE. Now, are you ready? Are you ready for the main event of the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM? If you are, let me hear you say, METASCIENCE. I cannot hear you. If you are ready for the METASCIENCE Ministries Reason and Fellowship Show's main event on Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM, let me hear you say, METASCIENCE. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is the High Priest Amun L. And we are getting ready for the main event on the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via Omega FM Radio.co.uk. Now, to the hundreds for streaming on YouTube Live and Instagram Live, and to the millions for listening on Omega FM Radio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready for METASCIENCE. Science Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship shows main event. The high priest Amun will be discussing. He will be discussing if this is a white man's world, if the game has been played out, and if the super villains have world domination. Now that is a serious main event, High Priest. What do you think? Well, before we get into that, let's just have a break and let the people decide or digest what High Priest Amun has said. We're going to take a short break. You can call 0753 996 8143. Let's go, Mental Science. Boom! Let's go. Mental Science. Boom!
This is the High Priest, Grand Hierophant of METASCIENCE Ministries. Amun now, you don't know about to tear down this track. I'm going in. Let's go. I'm the top MC from West London. I don't need no collaborating. High Priest all around when it's my main. And I'm always strapped and ready to shoot without hesitating. Cause I provide life. I'm the rhythm while my heart keeps on pulsating. I'm the realest. You're gonna be my High Priest. I know how to bury people 6 feet. I told my God owns my soul. You're never gonna have me for keys. No one does it better than I, and I raise my peace. Lyrics for your high five. You say, fuck, top grand. Since you be a tutorial guy, I told I need to go. Cause there's no supply on the show. And I pray to Yahweh for us. Constantly say, I don't care. I'm going my money goes missing. I was medicine for how should they bring from the beginning? We're always fussing which to choose. No women allowed in my priest or so. Us brothers don't get accused of drug. Cause nowadays it's easy for a brother to go to jail. Regardless if there's evidence or clues. In case I get in trouble with the law, I learn how to be a free man. From the black Jews. I'm on. If I'm a slave, I'm a farmer, locked up in jail. My soul can never feel. The only thing that is real is your heart against God and I scales. I had a conversation with Sage and I told him my soul is not for sale. Grace come here. I need a forklift. I'm on the connection God. Appears like the continent straight through selling. I'm set to regular shit. You don't cheat. Stop this rhythm, go swift. That was supposed to be on this track. Yeah, this one goes out to you. The only resolution is a revolution. I'm not science soldiers locked up in jail in the mental institution. Get ready to fight the new world order. That's the only solution. The high priest AR-15, ready for Satan's execution. The high priest from also known as the meditation. You're more dangerous than you have an high cholesterol. I'm not science soldiers, I'm also millennials. I'm not stops with you extraterrestrial. Neptune is trooping up like terror in the same way. The government's trying to tell us in this part. Are you ready for the vaccine? The high priest from now keeps it real fake. Outcasts with the hidden agenda in the rap scene. I'm called alone up, it's not green. I'm called alone up, couch, it's not green. The reason why it is cause the blockade said the truth, she feels comfortable with the lies. She's interested in fake guys, fuck womanize and leave her when her ex stops to fertilize. And the thing, they say the pro-black is too slugs for you. You need to throw it and never come back, cause you're the type of stab the high priest in his back. True story. The high priest can heal you, but also give you a deadly heart attack. The early bird catches the worm. The high priest catches the early morning baby right now. Don't bet being a hater. Starts to serve breakfast for all you love traders. Transfer installed in the lodge for the infiltrator. The high priest is armed with the sword of righteousness for spiritual warfare. And it's all rifle because you don't fight fair. Stop and search cannot occur. 12 no for the high priest is not legit but intimidated by his stare. To get the day right, the high priest give thanks and praises to the Elohim through meditation and prayer. Science. And the house is not into politics, telling lies and form of rhetoric. We feel to participate in their politics. And the troglodytes who made the problem, they cannot fix. It's a crime that you made the earth to live in hell. The high priest must admit, and it's too late for you to step down from having world power and quit. Because the high priest already spoke with their authority on his head. Let's better believe this. Science. The high priest of Amun was on a mission to destroy the new cities, Sodom and Gomorrah. The high priest of Amun was also aware that more souls feel overwhelmed by his aura. Found new belief in faith. Claiming they are Hebrew Israelite that can't be the Hebrew written in the Holy Torah. Now your flag was originally featured on this track. This loss of war, it is time for your payback. Disaffiliate yourself with the high priest because you fight the power being pro-black. It's lots of war, it's time to obey your soul. Rest in peace, it's time for your blood now.
No worries. All right. So that was Slugs of War because we are in a war right now. You get me? We're in the war of our minds being infiltrated by the system. We're in the wars. We have a war, a spiritual war going out there. Every time we're going on the plantation, they're taking a piece of our spirit. You follow that. When we're in this country, people think, yeah, everything is all good here. When we're just living to survive, or we're just living to die. You follow that. The future. Everybody that is listening on this radio station, they already lived their life. If you're 50 and above, you've already lived your life. You follow that. You had a time where there was no technology. Now the technology rules the humans, not the humans rule the technology. Like what we said, the main event tonight is the game played out? Is the game of life played out? Is this a white man's world? And if the super villains have world domination? These are the kind of questions that we deal with on the METASCIENCE Ministries Reasoning and Fellowship Show via omegafmradio.co.uk, aka 104.1 FM. The first question, if this is a white man's world, the problem is, it is a white man's world because black people are not doing anything about it. They're not taking back what is theirs. We are no doubt the guardians of the planet, but do we want that responsibility? Are we proud to be the guardians of the planet, the way the planet is right now? Do we want to be accountable for the atrocities on this planet? Or is it easier to say that no, we don't run things, it's the white man that run things, and they mash up the planet and we have nothing to do with it? This is something that, again, we have to overstand and understand, because right now we're in a crisis. Things are tough. They're saying it's getting better. No, it's not getting better. They're just getting us ready for phase two, exactly. Spiritual doctor. And like what we said, the computer is ruling the earth right now. It's not even like, we're saying that we're going to be replaced by the computer. People are already getting replaced by the computer. We've got the AI that is thinking smarter than average human being. You follow that? We've got the banking system that is run by the computer. It's only a matter of time when they remove the cash, which they're planning on doing, and we have a cashless society. The computer acknowledges and has machine learning on social media to overstand and understand your mindset. You follow that? Like, it is scary how the computer is so intelligent. We had someone comment earlier on Mufri and said, what did he say? Mufri said, fully played out, fam. This realm is so whack. And as the people, we could heighten the vibration, but they don't want to listen. Shout out to Mr. Payne. This is what we're saying. Like, it's played out because even the so-called freedom fighters, they're not ready to fight for their human rights. It's just a fantasy. You follow that? No one's really out there. Anything that Babylon does, we just accept it and submit, especially the black community. The police, they can kill children, they can rape children. It's all coming out now.
And what is black people doing about it? Nothing. Sitting down. Not even claiming compensation. Not even fighting. The system is on its knees and we are still believing in the system. The system is finished and we're still pumping life in the system. High Priest Amun is only in the system because he's waiting for you kings and queens and gods and goddesses to wake up. We've been saying this for a very long time. And what are we doing? Have we forgot our purpose on this planet? Have we forgot why we incarnated on this planet? Have we become attached to the illusion that is failing? These are questions that we have to ask ourselves. Because right now, we're gearing up for the social credit system. We're gearing up for the cashless society. They've already programmed us. They're already depopulating the planet. You can look in Sudan. You can look all over the world. Here, our depopulation in the UK is a mental thing, i.e., they want to confuse the children into being a different gender and going against natural law. And we're being politically correct, but you know the score. You don't know METASCIENCE. So you can imagine, they're depopulating the planet as we speak. Children are going against creation and listening to the television. The children are being indoctrinated in school to become a way that is not an African culture. Instead, it's a demonic culture.
Based on greed.
Exactly, based on greed. And it's depressing because everybody knows what time it is. But instead of go against the evil, they submit to the evil. And this is when it gets to our question, if the supervillains have world domination. Because when we look at the comic books and the movies, the Marvel, the DC, you can imagine Lady M was talking about this earlier on, about in the cartoons that they're telling you what's going on. She said it earlier on, and we're adding to that. Usually the good guy wins, the superhero wins, like Batman, Superman, Spider-Man, X-Men, get me, all of that. They always win. When it comes to the point where they're gonna die, somehow a miracle happens and they save the day. They save the world from the supervillain. But in this life that we're living, it's the supervillains that are running the show, that have got world domination. You follow that? Everybody knows who is on a level, who is aware of their spirit. Anyone that is aware of their spirit is aware of what is happening right now. Some say it's the Great Awakening. But what does that even mean, the Great Awakening? Okay, you wake up and you see what's going on. But what are you going to do about it? You're just going to know about it, or are you going to be proactive about it? This is why sometimes it's best not even to know. They say ignorance is bliss than to be knowledgeable or aware, conscious. Because being conscious can put people in mental health institution. You follow that? Because it will blow you away. what's really going on. And the problem that we have, we're in this country and we are comfortable. We don't want to go back to Africa because Africa's a mess. Fair enough, we are the guardians of the galaxy. It doesn't matter where we are on the planet because we are the planet. But what are we doing here? Tell me. Come on, tell me. We've been here the longest, and are we running things? Not really. Let's be real. We're not. Not even in our own areas. We're not running things. And like it's just becoming pathetic, to be honest. It's becoming pathetic. Like, we're in this situation, everybody is struggling. And those that are not struggling are being selfish and don't want to bring man in. Instead, they're closing the door on us. The field Negroes that are doing honest Joe's work, and the house Negroes that are doing the dodgy work for the dodgy white man, will sell out because he wants to grab onto this illusion that is finished. And we, as Black people, we are discriminated, institutionalized racism, systematically, we are discriminated. But we are bulletproof. That don't matter. What is making us fail is that we lack compassion to each other. And as a result, we're in the bottom of the food chain. In fact, we're the ones that are getting consumed. You follow that? We're the ones that they're exploiting the most. Forget about the Eastern European. He don't have anything. The Romanian, them man there, all they got is just labor. They just got labor. That's it. They just got labor. Us as Africans that come from the motherland, we have the labor, the supreme labor we're talking about. Because remember what we've built? We built pyramids. No other person can do that but us. We got the diamonds, we got the gold, we got the oil, we got the resources, we got the precious metals. But what are we doing? Selling out to the white man. We will trade our precious resources for guns to kill one another. What kind of sick community is that? Look at Sudan. Look at all over Africa. Look at Eritrea, Somalia, even Nigeria. High priest, someone asked a question today to this guy that we met, some Jewish man. We said, how do you create your own game? How do you create your own system? If this system is failing, how do you create your own one, a new one? Which is more a principality, a sovereign nation. How do you do that? In this world, if you've read The Prince, the book, The Prince, it tells you straight, if you ain't got arms, if you ain't got guns, you ain't doing anything in this world. You gotta be gangster in this world. If you want to make it in this world, you got to be gangster. It's cartel business we're dealing with. But all of the people that run this thing is all families. And that brings us to another thing. They've broken the nuclear family. They're giving us foreign ideologies that woman and woman and man is the nuclear family,
Demonic.
which is demonic. This is the new ideology. Man and man, woman and woman, that's the new nuclear family. Not man and woman with kids. No, just man and man, woman and woman. And this is what we're saying, that it's played out. They're telling you it's played out, it's finished. That with your sacrifice. What's going on? So, what else have we got to say? So the game is played out. The supervillains have world domination. Look at the pharmaceutical companies selling drugs because of our lifestyles. They've given us an ideology that we should consume to the point where we're doing the 7 deadly sins, gluttony or greed, and it becomes our downfall. And the pharmaceutical companies work hand in hand with the fast food and the food industry, because you need both to win, right? What is agreeable can also be disagreeable, and what is disagreeable can also be agreeable. This is why we're saying it's played out, because we know that due to natural law, there is duality and unity. We are in unity, meaning that all is relevant. You follow that? And why we're saying that is because the pharmaceutical companies will create a problem and then say that they have the solution. You see what we're saying? So they created a problem and then create a solution for that problem.
Make you pay for it.
And make you pay for it. This is why we're saying it's played out. Does everybody understand and understand and understand what we're talking about tonight? Another example. The game is played out. They say that the game is rigged. It's like not even a lottery ticket. Like a lottery ticket, you got a chance. You got a chance to win. Okay? Let's be real. You can win in the lottery. But this game of life is rigged. It's like you can never. It's like the carrot, and you're on the treadmill, or someone's sitting on your back, and they're giving you the carrot for you to grab, and you're trying to grab that carrot, the bait, and you keep trying and trying and trying, but never reach it. Or like the gerbil in that circle running thing. You're running and running and running, trying to get to your destination, but you're not going anywhere. You follow that. Then we got people on the plantation that are victims of modern day slavery. I don't even know it. Are getting exploited and thinking that they're getting the best deal, especially them East Bloc people. High priest, someone else working with one of them. High priest, someone else telling them to have a break, an hour break. High priest, someone else goes and takes the hour break, comes back. These men are still working, even taking the machine, trying to get high priest, someone else in trouble and that. And I'm thinking, like, why do you man working, and they're saying that their boss is watching, if they're working or not working? And this is what we're trying to say. We know what's going on. Exploitation. Those bosses, those Romanian bosses, have probably got all their papers, smuggled them into the country, and saying, listen, yeah, you work for me, we've got your passport, and you ain't going nowhere. And that's it. You wanted to leave Romania and we bring you to UK, now you owe us our life. Some real gangster business going on. You see what we're saying? And nobody talks about it. Everybody knows what's going on, but no one talks about it. Even one guy who was saying to High Priest Amun that human trafficking is a good thing. Because the poverty and the stress in their old country is overwhelming. And that they will do anything to come to the UK. Some people will leave their kids or children in their old country and come by themselves just to support their family. This is what we're saying. It's real life we deal with. We don't deal with no fantasy business when you listen to High Priest Amun. So, in conclusion, the game is played out. They've done every single trick in the book. And if you keep falling for those same tricks, then High Priest Amun will send a prayer out for you, because they've brainwashed you and conditioned you to be a slave for their system that has failed. Now, is it a white man's world? Of course, they're the ones running things. Them men are the ones that control. The black man in Africa wants dollars and pounds. They don't even want to build their own currency. Anytime you think of building your own currency, look at Gaddafi. Look what they did to him. No one's ready for that. Black people are not ready for that anymore. They're not radical. They're not ready to die for their integrity, for their people. There's no more leaders. We're all a bunch of pussycats out here. See what we're saying? But High Priest Amun will show you something, why he's not a pussycat, what he's on. Because what we did on the weekend, we're fighting for our human rights. Because we're sick and tired of what's going on in the UK. And we're going to play that soundbite, what we did in number 10 Downing Street. Because we're not scared, but most of my black people are scared. We're on some real raw warrior stuff, spiritual warrior business, freedom fighting business. But the man, they're just on this talking business. And we're not about that. So we're going to end the show with the soundbite. And if we have time, we'll speak a little bit more. You're done, no? METASCIENCE. Let's go.